as Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Bolo. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So before I ask more questions, I'd like to, as I just got inspiration from Krishna while Meenakshi Brajarani was singing, how Ram Leela ties in with Krishna Leela. There is a tie. So, many thousands and thousands of years ago, millions actually, when Ram was in the forest, right? He was approached by some sages. And the sages wanted to have a relationship with Ram in the rasa known as Madhurya, the conjugal ras. But Ram had taken a vow. What was that vow? Ekapatni Vrat. Unlike Krishna, Ram took the vow, one wife. And as Prabhupada makes the point, when Ravan stole Sita, Ram could have said, what's one Sita? I can make 1,000 more. One seed, right? If you lose one mustard seed, okay, no big deal. But no, Ram gave full protection to Sita. So husbands, you have one wife, you have to give full protection to that wife, as Ram demonstrated. So Ram told these sages, no, I have taken a vow in this life, one wife, but next time I come, I will come in my original form as Krishna. Those sages took their next birth in the wombs of gopis. And when Krishna did the rasa dance, there were different groups of gopis. One group of gopis are the eternal associates, gopis, Radharani, the eternal associates. But Prabhupada mentions when Krishna appeared, other devotees were being promoted. Prabhupada uses that word, promoted to the level of gopis, like the original gopis. So one of those groups was the sages who had approached Ramachandra, and so they were allowed entrance into the rasa dance. So that word, promoted, meditate on that word. Just like at your jobs, don't you wish to get a promotion? So in spiritual life, you can get promoted. Now the question is, how do I become promoted? And the answer is by becoming the servant of 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 Krishna. You get the promotion by being meek and humble. And that's why Lord Chaitanya teaches us, always be meek and humble, so that you can always chant the holy name. Everybody!
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Now there's another tie-in with Krishna Leela. There is an episode in Dwaraka with the Shyamantaka jewel. And Krishna becomes implicated. His name becomes tarnished. So Krishna has to clear his name. So the Shyamantaka jewel was stolen. So Krishna had to find out where is the Shyamantaka jewel. And there was this cave, and Krishna entered the cave, and when he entered the cave, he found this Shamantaka jewel. The Shamantaka jewel was taken by the brother of the owner. The owner of the jewel was Shatrajit, who wound up to be one of Krishna's fathers-in-law, because after this whole incident, Krishna married his daughter, Satyabhama, right? Satyabhama. So, Shatrajit's brother, Prasena, stole the jewel, but he was killed by a lion, and somebody killed that lion, took the jewel, and gave it to his son. So when Krishna entered the cave, he found this young boy playing with this Shamantaka jewel. So Krishna said, please give me the jewel. But then the boy's father appeared, and he had a fight with Krishna. But this person, his name was Jambavan. And Jambavan fought against Ravan along with the monkeys. He was also part of the army. Even though he's not a monkey, he is the king of the bears, Riksharaj. So Jambavan did not recognize that this person was his lord Ramachandra. So they had a fight. And for 27 days they fought. And Jambavan realized, wait a second, I am the strongest man on the planet. There's only one person who can equal me in fighting. It must be my Lord Ramachandra. This person who I am fighting for 27 days must be the same as my Lord Ram. So on the 28th day, Jambavan came to the realization, yes, this Krishna is non-different from my Lord Ram. So Jambavan agreed, you take the jewel. And then Jambavan said, yes, and you take my daughter, Jambavati. So she became Krishna's third wife. The first wife was who? Rukmini. Second, I just said, Satyabhama. And Jambavati was the third wife. So this is how Krishna Leela and Ram Leela intersect. Are you ready for more questions? Well, if you're not, I can keep talking. All right, let's see what you know. Now, in the beginning, the opening chapter of Ramayana, okay, that's the context. What was Dasharatha's anxiety in the beginning? He didn't have a son, right? He was getting old, and it was time he needed an heir to the throne. So what was his idea how to get a son? Do a sacrifice. All right, who was his guru? Vashishta, very good. All right, we already said who were the four sons, so you know that already. All right. Now, right after when the boys are growing up, right? After some time, another guru comes to visit Dasarath. Who's that? What does he ask Dasarath? I want Ram to come with me. And what does Dasarath say? I'll go with my army, but Vishvamitra says, I want, because what does Vishvamitra know? What does he know? Yeah, who said that? Raise your hand. Who just said that? Yes, very good. He knows the real identity of Ram, who looks like an ordinary human being. But Vishvamitra knows this is not some ordinary human being. This is Bhagavan, This is Ram Bhagavan. Everyone say, he knows. What does Vishwamitra want Ram to do? Sacrifice? Protection for the... And what specifically does he want Ram to do? What's disturbing the sacrifice? He has to get rid of... And who was the first demon that Ram killed? Taraka. I thought you weren't supposed to kill a woman. And that's what Ram said. But Vishwamitra said, no, you kill her. Who else killed the demon? Krishna. Oh, just see. First demon killed by Ram? Woman. First demon killed by Krishna? Woman. Very interesting. No commentary on women. Don't take it the wrong way. Okay? I'm not making any political statement. I'm just saying the first demon in each case was a woman. Okay. Now, the next big thing, all right, they enter Mithila. Who is the king of Mithila? Janak. And what is the plan? What is the plan? Why go to Mithila? What's that? Yes. Who's there? That Sita. Right. Now, who is Sita? What's her real identity? Lakshmi. And who is the only suitable partner for Lakshmi? Narayan Vishnu. Is Lord Ram Narayan Vishnu? Yes. But what is the contest? How will Ram get Sita? What does he have to do? Right. And he does it what? Was it a big, difficult task for Ram? Was very, very easy. All right? Very good. Now, we already mentioned it. Let's see who's paying attention. When they're coming home back to Ayodhya, they meet one sage. Who did they meet? We already went over this in the previous section. Sage, a sage. Parashuram. Oh, you forgot. We did it in the previous. I get a bing for that. Yes, he has to defeat Parashuram. All right. Now, some evil plan is now hatched. What is the evil plan that now Ram comes back to Ayodhya with Sita? And you would think, oh, everything's going to be fine. But what's the evil plan lurking? Wait, first you gotta, don't go to the end. Okay, and don't take it the wrong. Who comes up with the evil plan? Huh? Manthara, yes. It wasn't Kaikeyi's idea. It was because Kaikeyi at the start is saying, what are you, there's nothing wrong. But Manthara poisons. That's a lesson. Don't listen to gossip. Huh? Don't get on the phone. Don't listen to gossip. This story teaches a very, very interesting lesson. Be careful who you associate with. Be careful who you listen to, because you can become poisoned. I'm not talking about this poison that disturbs your heart and mind and fills it with evil. And that's exactly what Manthara did. She poisoned Kaikeyi. And then She goes to dust and she plays it so wonderfully. Manthara tells her go to the chamber and cry, because a man cannot tolerate the crying of a woman or his wife. And Dasarath was already henpecked because Kaikeyi was his favorite, because she was very pretty. Be careful of the pretty woman. Be careful. Yes. And what did Dasarath say? She's crying. So he says, I'll do anything you say, I'll do it. That was the mistake. That's what she was. Oh, you'll do anything I say? You offered me how many boons? And she had them kept, right? She didn't take them way back when. She had them in reserve. Now it was time to cash in the 2 boons. And Dasarath, practically his ears and heart exploded. I want my son to be enthroned king. And what is Ram supposed to do? Exiled to the forest for how long? 14 years. Could you be separated from your son for 14 years? Unless it was Vrindavan, right? Yes. All right. Now, let's see. Let's go to a next. Everybody chant Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
All right. So, when Bharat finds out, finally, because he's not in Ayodhya, and when he comes home, what does he tell his mother after he is informed what she has done? What is Bharat's reaction? Yes, he chastises her, does he not? Chastises her severely. And she thought she was doing him the greatest favor. And then Bharat and all the citizens of Ayodhya, why do they go to the forest? Yes, they say, we'll let Kaikeyi rule the kingdom, we'll go live in the forest, and the kingdom will become the forest, and where we are in the forest will become like Ayodhya. And Bharat even says to Ram, I'll take your place. But what does Ram say? Does Ram agree? And this is what Meenakshi Vrajarani was saying. Ram continued to say, no, I must execute and honor the word of my father. Even though so many people and rishis and everybody was trying to convince him that he didn't have to do this, but no matter what anybody said, Ram kept his word. All right. One more thing. I would like to share with you the things that I asked Meenakshi, what she learned from Ramayana. Within the last year, I started 1 year ago. It took me 1 year to finish the Ramayana. I had never read the entire Ramayana. So I finished it within 1 year. And among the many things I learned, one thing I learned was how Ram always acted exactly, ideally. You can find no fault in the character of Lord Ramachandra. That if you follow everything he says, you can live your life perfectly as a human being. His example is perfect, so obedient to his father. And as I said before, he gave full protection to Mother Sita. Nothing was going to get in the way. He was going to rescue Sita. And then another thing we learn is that Ravan wanted to enjoy, but he was trying to enjoy that which was not his property. Throughout his whole life, he simply tried to exploit and enjoy woman. But when he raped Ramba, that was a curse. Her husband, Nalakuvra, cursed him. And that curse did him in, because Sita would have had to voluntarily agree. Because if Ravan again forced himself, he would die. So Ravan, there are many things. Ravan is a perfect example of the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. If you read the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, is a complete description of the mentality and demeanor of a demon. And Ravan is the founder Acharya. He is, and the Vaishnavas say that Ravan, just like you have this expression, Maryad Purushottam for Ram, right? So what? Ravan is also an incarnation. Do you know that? He is the incarnation of lust. He is the personification of lust. Look at his history. And so many people, even his own army and so his brother and so many things told him, you're willing to sacrifice the whole Rakshasa kingdom for one woman? But Ravan could not give up that attachment to trying to enjoy that which he has no right to enjoy. Because we just said, Sita is the eternal consort of Ram. Nobody can touch. And as I said before, he was cheated. He got Maya Sita, but even for that, he had to be punished. And as you all know better than me, you cannot have the kingdom of God without God. And that was Ravan. Ravan wanted Lakshmi, but without Narayan. He wanted to enjoy Sita, but no, you cannot enjoy. You want Lakshmi's blessing? Put her with Narayan. Put Sita with Ram. Then you will get all blessings. But don't try to enjoy separately from Krishna. That is Maya. Maya is, I want to enjoy myself independent of God. But the godly mentality is, by serving God, by loving God, I will enjoy in that way. We want to see, like the gopis. The gopis have no desire personally to enjoy Krishna directly. What do they want? You are from Vrindavan. What do the gopis want? They want to see Radha and Krishna together. Radhe, Radhe. But what happens? By trying to arrange Radha and Krishna to come together, they get to enjoy the topmost enjoyment. If they try to enjoy Krishna directly, no. Ravan's mistake was trying to enjoy Lakshmi separate. No. You want to get the blessings of Lakshmi? Unite her with Narayan, or in this case, Sita Ram. Everybody say, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram. I could go on for 8 hours, but I will follow protocol. Kakaniji will lead us in the chanting of the holy name of Ram.
Jadi sebelum saat